Good morning, everybody. I'm just looking at space right now. Space is going to space. That's because I think I know it will be because of everybody's Virgin Galactic made its first commercial round the Earth trip. No, not round the Earth. They were just above the atmosphere, and this is what's happening right now. So good morning, early birds. It's Monday. And what a weekend it is. Well, it was. If you are a sports fan and you're from Europe, then you know what's going on. Or if you're not from South Africa, Argentina won, Italy won, and for all the Americans, Sepp Kuss won. Or Kuss, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but that's what happened also in the Tour de France. If you know anything about cycling, then you know that the Tour de France is going on right now. And look at space, look at this. 52 to 60, and then bam, this happened. I was contemplating this one on buying here, but it's just such a big risk, and you just have to get in and out very quickly. A lot of shares traded right now, 200,000. Good morning, Sigtrick. Good morning, Sarko. Wow. So all the way up to 50 to 60. Okay, I'm just watching space now, guys, because because of the Virgin Galactic news, of course, this weekend. Richard Branson orbiting around the Earth, not really orbiting around the Earth, but you know what I mean. We looked at space for many a time. I said, when it breaks here above this high of 54, then you just might want to get in. I contemplated to put a limit order here and then just go in here, but did not do that in the end. So, well, that's just how it is. Okay, guys, so how is everybody doing today? How did you do on Friday? Did you have a good weekend? If you're out from Italy, you will. If you're from Argentina, if you're a sports fan, and Paul Darko, can we expect NEO to hit 50 plus this week, this month? These 2 weeks then? To be honest, Sarko is doing great. Paul. Conversations on character. You played Sim on Friday. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna put up my screen now and just let's see if we can help out our friend Paul here. Oh, that's opening my email. That's not something that you want to see. So you bought it here. Well, on the positive side, it went all the way to 55. I don't know how your portfolio is built, of course, so this is for information purpose only. It came all the way down after you bought it at 52 here, all the way to this low here. This is the 200 SME here, this red one. So bounces here and there, it makes now a higher low here, and this is a higher high compared to this one. There will be some resistance to the upside here, so this 46.47 and this top here, which aligns with my 9 moving average here, is 47-ish. So what you want to see on NEO, of course, is that this is really a bounce, like it was here. So it came down here, bounced, just stayed there for a while. You can see that, and then just really ripped up again. So it's hard to give you an advice because I don't know your portfolio strategy, of course, but this is what you want to see on NEO. Something like this, in order to get back to this 52 and break even again. And in order to do that, then this what's happening today, this should not be under this 44.63. So this 44.63 is really, this one here is really your support, because if it falls under that, then it's making a new lower low on a daily, and that's not what you want to see. You want to see this bounce up. So if I was in this, then and I don't know your portfolio strategy once again, so what I want to see here is some movement to the upside, and if it breaks this 44.50, so this low here is to be exactly 44.58. If it breaks this one, then you might just be in trouble. So this is the move that you want to see on a NEO to the upside. And this is not what you want to see here. So this is what you want to see, and this is what you don't want to see. You played Sim on Friday. Well, that's good. I hope it is good. It was good for you. Oh yeah. So you bought a dip somewhere here, I hope, I think. And then $5 to the upside. That would be just great. Life ain't always like that, but playing Sim here, this is really support, and then play this one to the upside. Nice play. Might even want to try this on a watch list today, so I'm going to copy that to our favorites, because when looking at this, then this is it fell down here on Thursday like a lot of them did, and now this is the bounce that you want to see, and you want to see some support here on the 50. So this is your 50 moving average on a daily, and then this will be your support level. So if you're going to see something like this, some kind of second-day runner, then you have to overcome these two resistance lines here, and then this top here. But this can certainly be a second-day runner. Put it on my watch list. Maybe it will work. BKM trader, good morning. Carve again. My opinion on Carve is, I told you, I thought Friday I played Carve just for fun with small sizes. That's because of what's happened here. So this is, let me see, the 8th of July. So this, I played it on this day here. I told everybody here, I got in here, and you will think, oh, that's just great, but it was not great because I got in here and played the short. Because I placed my order, but I had still a sell order here because I was going short all day. I thought I was. And then I got short here and did not cover right. Got back my money eventually, but this is a 2.9 million float. So this volatility you have to be able to handle. So you cannot play this from any level. You have to really be knowing what you're doing here. So this is now already up from 29 to 34, so might just be another carve day. What you can do, but please be very careful and don't do this. It's just gambling what you're doing here. So don't do this with 1,000 shares or something, because you will get smashed here. Because you never know when it comes down on you, like this line here. This is 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes it fell down all the way to from 38.83 to 33.52 in 5 minutes, and then it halted for 15 minutes, and then it opened here 31.58. So if you bought it here, and people did and stayed in it, then you'll lose $7. And if you're in this one with 1,000 shares, then you lose $7,000 in just 15 or 20 minutes. And if your account is big enough and you want it, that's okay. But even with a big account like I have, I don't do this with a lot of shares. I'm just playing around with this and go in here with 100 shares and then just let it ride. Place your stop loss somewhere here so you don't get, so you will break even at least, and then just watch this one go in. You cannot play this one on a level, so you have to play this on price action. That's a great lesson, Paul. That's the greatest, that's the biggest lesson for a trader out here. Keep your losses small, and if you keep your losses small, then you will be in the end profitable, because the big wins, like everyone tweets out the big wins, that's something that we all can see and think, oh wow, great, you're so wonderful at doing this, blah 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 blah. But it's not about the wins, it's about the losses and keeping them small. So Apple, finally, we talked about Apple. I'm just gonna revisit what we did on Friday and what I told you on Friday. So on Friday, I told you 145 will be the level, and that was just no coincidence because it was the all-time highs. I said I was scared to short it here, but we also saw that 143.89 was a level, and it just ticked it here almost on this candle here, then tried to get above it, You found support here on this one. So if you want to play this one, you could have bought it here. I did not. I just bought it just over this 143.89 at 144 and made a little over $1 on Apple. Finally, I'm not trading Apple that much, but now I did, and it did what we had in mind. Hey, Investors Day gave us the move, so this were the levels that we called 1882 and 1941. Yes, a Friday morning at 4 a.m. at the early bird show, we gave you these levels and said, okay, when it's getting over this 1941, I want to see this. So I made this white one here, this one. I drew this on Friday. You can scroll back on the video Friday if you don't believe me, but I really did draw this one, and I drew a lot more because we saw a lot of these types of plays on Friday. We picked a lot of stocks that look like this. So STLA is did give us this. It was Investors Day or something, and gave us this nice move outwards. Not a big gain or anything, but just good enough. So that's what happened on Friday. What's up with snow? Let's look at snow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, my grandma. Completely missed this. Did you catch this one, OP? I remember talking about snow in May, and now it's snow in summer. So in May, this is where we were here, and we said, okay, this might just be the bounce here, and we want to play it to the upside. It's unbelievable. So this is your 200 SME, just getting in here because it's now just over 200 days old, this snow stock. From 250 to 268. Yeah, you want to see something like this again, of course. So this big day followed by this big day. Will it do something like this as a second day runner? And this would be very so you want something like this to happen here right now. Second day runner. And if it does not do that today, then it might just sit here for a while. Here. And you just want to see this 270. No, just let me be more precise here. This 272 exactly. Is there something that you want to see breaking? So this is what you want to see. Snow. Okay, do we have a watch list? Yeah, we have a watch list. Of course we have. Come on. This is my watch list for the day. 13 stocks, of course. Volume, this one. ARVL, ALK, ALK, PLTK, space, XELA, Sims, Churchill, XLF, sorry, PLTR, Bank of America, FCEL, STLA, and PENN. Good morning, Martin. So let's go over this watch list. Some of the stocks are similar to the stocks on Friday, if you're paying attention. And that's because I think that we just might get some more upside moves from these stocks. I selected most of them using the RSI indicator and to see if they would bounce, and some of them did, as we will see when we go through them. So this is the first one right now, trying to get above this level here. So here down all the way, we wanted to see this bounce. We wanted to see this here. We still want to see this all the way up. So real nice bounce here on on Friday. give some of that away, but looking at this bounce, then this move is what you want to see. So support here is 1547-ish. Sorry, level here is 1547. It might be support. Let's see what it does right now. Well, with no volume whatsoever. So this 1550 is just, I'm going to put in 1550 here as a level. This 1511 is another level of support, and then if it breaks this 1586, then we are going to see this second day running move all the way up to, well, 1750 will be a little bit too far, I think. So something around here, this is what you want to see today on ARVL. Alaska Air Group. So this is what we saw here. Boom, it bounced. This is what we wanted to see. It did. Post market, but well, want to see the same kind of move that we saw just on the other one. So this is what it's doing right now, and we want to see this breaking and then this really take it all the way to the upside, and it's gonna be 59.76, 58.66, 56.81. This is this is something that you don't want to see all the way back here. I don't want to see that right now. It is support, so if it comes down all the way here, then it might just also really bump again. But this is on Alaska Air. Really cheap buy this might be. PLTK, same move. Came down here. This is what we want to see. They look all the same, and they're not all going to do this. We know that, of course, but we want to see this level breaking here, this high, and this 9 EMA are aligned now. So anything that looks like this, only want to see this one break this level here. So breakout trades all over the place today. It's the same, exactly the same pattern as we discussed on Friday. And why would we take them off if you see this kind of a move in a stock that just might have found its bottom, made a new lower, made a new higher low here, and might go all the way to this 24 level here. And this was space. Let's see what it's doing. We looked at space in the first 5 minutes. This is what we saw live, happening live. Well, I saw that. You are just not live because I don't want to trigger people in. If you're trigger happy like I am sometimes, then I put an order in here, and now I didn't really put it in, but I just trying to write this one, but I did not do that because it's just too tricky for me, and I almost never do. But I just thought, well, space might just do this, and it did. And now it's having some trouble in staying up there. So let's just still say that this high here, 54.40-ish, is something that you want to look at. And now this is something that interests me also. So there will be people who were in this one right here at this point or at this point, and they will wake up this morning and see this and think at 7 o'clock or at 8 o'clock Eastern time, okay, I'm going to sell this one. So there will be some action around 7 Eastern time and around 8 o'clock Eastern time. Did we all hit that like yet, guys? So we are doing great with our show. A lot of viewers still going up. Really glad with that one. Also getting more likes every day. And if you're not watching this live, and a lot of people don't, I know that. I can't see you, but I can see the numbers, and hit that like also. It's really important, not for me, of course, but it's important for Benzinga. So we looked at XELA, a small one. This is with no volume, so I'm just the small ones, you don't want to see them go down all the way and then go up. There's no volume in this one whatsoever. Yeah, well, 400,000 traded right now, but I'm not doing anything that's significant. So let's keep this here. This 313, I want to see this breaking above 313 to go in XELA. SIM, we talked about SIM already, and Churchill. Yeah. This was Churchill support on 50 moving average. Then this move here on Friday, and now you had to trade it on price action. Now it's trying to break here this 2580 level. That's the green line here, which is the 9 EMA. And if it does, then something like this would be nice. Well, this is just a little bit too much, but I'm looking for something like this. Might even want to play this one as a reversal, so down to this level 25.55, and even here this low on Friday, this low here is 25.36 ish. I'll put in 37. So reversal long might also be in play. Looks like it won't do that today, so some strong moves for Churchill already. Keep this one on watch during pre-market, because levels might just change. So, and follow me on Twitter if you want to see what I'm doing all day long. How hard can it be? So this is what we want to see here on Churchill CCIV. XLF. Also nice bounce here, not something that you see in the textbooks, of course, but this is more this level here. So this low here is 3606 and this is 3609. And this high here is 3604. So anything bouncing here and then going back up might be a play. To the upside, there's a lot of resistance here. 1, 2, 3 moving averages here. If it gets through those lines, if it has that force, then it might just be something you want to play. So 3648, 3654, 3664. Those are the levels here. So what you don't want to do, now you can do anything. I don't care. So, but what you don't want to do is getting in there and hitting the next level. So this is the post-market close here, 36.77. This is pre-market open. This is 40 cents. So you want to go close this gap here. Might just do that in pre-markets. And then this 36.84, this post-market high might be in play, but so you see this gap also here. So this is a gap up, and when it wants to close this gap, then it falls back all the way to 35.69. So if it has any strength today, and you want to see this one all the way to 36.54 and then play this to the 37 level, which is a 50-60 cent win, which is not easy. And if it bounces here on the 36 level or just above it, here this 3609, 3606, 3609, 36. If it bounces here, then it might just be a nice reversal long play. And that's what I'll be looking for today for this one. So this is something that I want to see when market is open. Down, bounce. And then back to the upsides. Because if it breaks this 36, then it just might close the gap here all the way to this one. But I don't think it will. And while I was saying that, I don't think that's something that you don't want to do as a trader. Okay, Martin, let's do a DLO. Why not? DLO. Well, not real support, as you can see. This is just something that really is difficult to. I'm not gonna. Well, if you want to see this as some kind of support, then it's nice, but it's 5 points away already. So I'm not convinced that this one is something that you can really say with some kind of certainty that there is a support. The only real level that I see here is this resistance here. So this high was 55.37 and this high was 53.42. So 53.40-ish. I want to buy this one in strength because there are no real support levels, then so I don't want to see something like this happening here, which just easily can do this, something like this. If you are long, if you want to short this, I don't know if it's hard to borrow or that you can even short this one already. I don't know really, but I don't want to see something like this happening here. So I want to buy this in strength, so only if it's above this resistance, and then even with some kind of confirmation that is 34.40. Let's do this more precise. 43 level is some kind of a resistance, and then if resistance becomes support, then it's something that you can rely on a little bit more. Said Kabir. Wow. So sometimes it's profitable to stay even after 2 o'clock. See what happened here. This is 2 o'clock on Friday. I cannot say that there are any levels that you want to play this one because it can do anything based on what we saw earlier. So price action play. Don't fool around with stocks like this with big sizes. At least I won't, but you can if you want to. But it's just you cannot say there are any levels here because it's blew through all the levels right here. So if you really want a level, then this 1883 might just be. But other than that, be careful. Okay, did we talk about PLTR? Did we talk about PLTR? Yes. No, we did not, but this is what we want to see on PLTR. So down, this looks familiar, doesn't it? So down all the way to this level here, which is nice, but you cannot play this from here because there are that's what you do, that's not something that you want to see. You want to see something like this happening today. And just adjust your level here. So this is a resistance right now. 23.40-ish, so 23.38 is just okay, and then all the way up to 24.04. That's 60-cent move, which is nice. You don't want to see a new low here on a daily, so this 22.77 has to be support in order to But that's not what you want to see here. This is what you want to see. 1, 2, 3, and this break here over this high of yesterday, and then all the way back to its moving average of 50 here. That's something that you want to see on PLTR, but it's now finally moving in something that you can understand here, PLTR. So nice. So we looked at Bank of America for more than once, and we saw this nice range here. You can trade this. And you can also swing trade this if you want to. When this happened level and short it all the way to that did not happen. We also exactly because, well, you want to trade this between these levels here. This is almost a double bottom here at 39.40-ish. That has to be support, and what you want to see here is breaking this resistance here to the top. So something like this is what I want to see on Bank of America to make $1 again on this stock. FCEL, why not? So same pattern coming down here. Looks like this was the bottom. It was, and now this is interesting because didn't break these levels. Tried to here, but still now hovering here a little bit. And this high and the 9 EMA are very close now. So you want to see something like this above 814. So 840. Sorry, the breakout here. And there's a little bit of room here, 40-cent room to the next moving average. So something like this is nice, but keep this on your watch list because just can't stay here for a while and then break out. So FCEL might just be in play again. Why not? So we looked at STLA because it did what it did when we asked for it, and now does it find support here on its average? This one. And if it does, and if you get any confirmation that it does, then it's just nice. If you don't get a confirmation and it's a riskier play, yeah, well, this is some kind of a level. Of course, it's 1967, but you really want to break above 1970 if you're getting in somewhere around this 1938 level, and then this is what you want to see. STLA, PENN, why not? You wanted this. Just sitting here right now, and I just want to break above 74.23. But it's the only level that I'm putting in right now. I'm not gonna be interested in a reversal play. I want to play the breakout above 74.23. No level or no volume at this one at all right now, but this is what I want to see. Jimbo, good morning. HIPAA. Same pattern for HIPAA. 4 days in red here, and then found some kind of a bottom here, and this not a real follow through, but finding another bottom here, and then you want to ride this one all the way up. So now you have something that you can lean on here. This one, which is the 9 and 20 EMA, now crossing for the second time. HIPAA. This $2 is of course also a level, some kind of support, like the $1 mark is the $2 mark for any small stock. 58 million float, and it is a small stock. It can really move if it has its day. So try this at these levels: $2, $2.04, $2.16 if you're into the small stocks, but be sure that your price action is in order for this, because you don't want to see something like this happening. Trying to establish some other levels here other than we saw here, but just cannot. So this $2 range here really has to hold. If it falls under that one, then it's something that you don't want to trade. And then to the upside, really, there are not. Well, the problem, or not the problem, but the thing with these smaller stocks is if they get momentum like here, then they don't care about any level. So this is, you want to see something like a move like this on a daily, if you're a day trader, of course. Only day trade these ones because they just can do this or this, and if this happened overnight, Neo, we looked at Neo, Paul. So you saw the half of your position, okay? He told you the levels here, so that's just great. Okay, guys, give me some tickers, and then we have 10 minutes, and then we are gonna be off.
When you want to maximize your performance in the market, you need access to the highest quality tools and news available. Benzinga Pro stands out from all of the options you'll be presented with, and their instant access to market-moving news positions you to be prepared to take on the market in the best ways possible. Here's how it works. Benzinga Pro's news desk creates original news content that's available on your main news feed and gives you actionable information about companies you may want to invest in. This news desk information gives you the chance to beat the market, receive impactful news as it breaks, and jump on trending stocks before and as they rise. And beyond that, Benzinga Pro is packed with helpful features and unique insights that give you the best information possible. There's tools like the Live Audio Squawk, which streams every day with important news and timely updates, and the real-time news alerts that allow you to stay on top of every developing story you're keeping tabs on. Alerts and news will be sent straight to your inbox or delivered as live sound alerts. For those investors that want real-time, actionable, and breaking news about companies they may be looking to invest in, Benzinga Pro is the tool to use.
Michael Baba. Oh, what happened to Baba? Look at this. We looked at this here in this area. 1, 2, 3. Try to break these 230s, 27 levels here. This is what we were looking for. We said, okay, if it does not do that and it stays here, then it just might. And then it just fell down, never looked back. So I know what you're thinking after a move like this. Or is this some kind of a dark print here? Just might be. I would be more sure if it just stayed above the 200 mark here, at least. Gap up here to one. It is Baba, so be very careful with Baba. So if you're zooming out and you want to play this one, then you just might. So this is what you want. This is what you're seeing right now. I see why you see this. From here on, but not very nice, is it? Is it or is it? Just want to be really sure that this is just for day trade. I would not risk this. I do not want to risk this. So if you are a swing trader, then you just might consider something, and you might want to watch this. But as a day trader, I'm just gonna. Oops, I not want to print this. This is price action for me. I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm not gonna day trade this one on levels. Tesla, Frankie. Why not? Let's look at Tesla. Once in a while we do. This is what we saw happening. Oopsa. Oopsa. Ui. Bad print, I think, again. Or is it? I have to check that. Let's assume it is. Let's assume that this is something that we cannot really explain. Then you seeing this high as 65.70. That just might do the trick all the way to 656.76. So you're looking for something like this. As a day trade, you can just do this if you want that. If your account is big enough, or if you want to day trade options, if that's your game. We talked about space, guys. We talked about space. We talked about space. The third thing we talked about was space, and then in the middle of the show, we talked about space. So everybody's expecting something, but it just also can be a non-event because it just can be a sell news story. So this is what it did first minutes. Now just sitting here, it might fall down all the way to its post-market close here. Nobody knows, like Dennis Dick used to say. So game. Yeah, you want to see some strength in this one before you play this. Huh? So did this for some time now, and this is that what you don't want to see happening if you're long bias. So this 50 moving average here, which aligns pretty nicely with these lows here. This is a low of 1055. This is 1060. The moving average is here now at 1058. So let's say not lower than 10. Let's just call 1050 to be some kind of support here for game. Life is perfect. That's good. Here it is for you. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to the upside. Well, 5.5 days really. Broke this. $127. So now you're sitting here just wondering at all-time highs, I think. Yeah. Broke all-time highs here, gave it back. So you want to buy this one in strength here at 127 level. At least I want to buy this one in strength because, well, I cannot see any other levels here. Unless you want to see this, of course, as some kind of a level, but that's scary. Just might. This high here, 123.91, 123.88, 123.94, and then it's support here, 123.96. So this is some kind of support here for you. If it does not, and then on a day like this, you just might want to play this one first to the downsides, find out that this really is support, and then to the upside. But otherwise, all-time high break if you're that kind of player. Okay, guys, hit that like, hit the subscribe. It is 5 o'clock Eastern time, and it is 11 o'clock in Amsterdam. Be sure that you follow me on Twitter if you know what I'm doing all day long. And if you're not watching this live, but if you're watching the replay, then also hit that like. We really need that in Benzinga, so we can put on more live shows and can do this 24/7. So trade safely today. Be sure that you stay safe, and I'll get back to you tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern time. That's 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. Thanks for watching, and I see you guys real soon.